for joining us today. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
मैंने सोचा था थोड़ा सा बिजनेस के बारे में बात शुरू करूंगी, बट
करिए जिसके बारे में मर्जी करना है करिए। हमारी आवाज़ से मैं चाहूँगा कि कुछ लोग जो बाहर खड़े हैं वो भी अंदर आ जाए। खाली कुर्सियाँ मुझे अच्छी नहीं लगती। नमक शमक कह दूँ? हेलो जेंटलमैन, नमक शमक इज हियर मैन।
नमक शमक से ही बात शुरू करते हैं सर।
जी।
आई डोंट नो सबको वो स्टोरी पता है या नहीं, बट मुझे तो वो स्टोरी बार बार सुनने में बहुत मजा आता है।
अच्छा।
हाउ डिड नमक शमक केम टू एग्जिस्टेंस?
It's a very interesting story, and as I keep narrating the story, I feel that it's about time I write a book on it, because it's got so much to take away from the evolution of this whole jingle, that it actually adds on so many management principles and motivational things that help you build something. So what I could build because of somebody who forced me to do it. So ये कहानी उस समय की बात है जब मैं सीरियस टेलीविज़न करने का प्रयत्न कर रहा था। तब हमारे एक डायरेक्टर थे गिरीश मधु, and we were practicing for our show called Turban Tadka, which was due to be launched on Food Network. And Girish came to me one day, and Girish was the same guy who also produced Khana Khazana, actually directed Khana Khazana, not produced, directed Khana Khazana. So Girish came to me one day and he said that, Harpal Chef, now that we are practicing Khana Khazana, this Turban Tadka, can you tell me what is that and how do you want people to remember after you die? I said, I don't have an answer for this. I mean, how do you get an answer about, how do you want people to remember after you die? So he said, the moment you get the answer, we will begin the practice sessions of television, show that we intend to do, and he walks away, leaving me there, and I had nothing to think about. मैं भी घर चले गया और घर जाने के बाद मैंने अपनी छोटी बेटी को बोला कि अंतरा this is the question that I've been put across. Antara was small, but she reads a lot of books. So she, out of curiosity, said, what rubbish question is this? I mean, people should remember you when you are alive, How does it matter? And you're not going to come back from the grave to see how people are remembering you. I said, I don't know. So I said, do you have an answer? She said, I don't know. Then I found a book that she was reading called Mahatma. I just picked up that book, opened a chapter and started reading. I kept reading over 4-5 days, and the chapter that I started reading with was Satyagraha. And सत्याग्रह से मुझे समझ में आया कि गांधी जी ने सत्याग्रह फ्रीडम मूवमेंट जो शुरू किया था वो सॉल्ट सत्याग्रह को लेके शुरू किया था. Very simple thought, while all the big leaders were thinking of great things, bigger things, but Gandhi ji said that, okay, let's take the simplest thing that will pinch people, the Britishers, and start the freedom movement from there. I said, this is damn good, man. 3-4 दिन बाद मुझे समझ में आया कि ये बहुत ही अच्छी चीज़ है कि सिंप्लिसिटी है इसमें, और ये सिंप्लिसिटी को लेके आगे बढ़ते हैं. तो मेरे मन में ख्याल आया कि अगर खाने में कोई चीज़ एकदम सिंपल है तो वो नमक है. उससे ज़्यादा कोई चीज़ सिंपल नहीं है. तो क्यों ना नमक को लेके हम कुछ राइम बनाएं, रिदम बनाएं, कुछ करें. तो आई वॉज अ पंजाबी, मुझे ये लगा कि यार हम लस्सी वस्सी चाय शाप पी लेते हैं, ये बोलते रहते हैं. तो मैंने कहा नमक शमक डाल देंगे, ऐसा मुंह से निकला. ये बात बन गई. तो आफ्टर 4-5 days I go and tell Girish that, Girish, this is what I think I can do, and this is what can become something out of whatever I'm trying to do. He said, एक काम करो, इसको जिंगल में गा के बताओ. तो फिर मैंने नमक शमक डाल देते हैं वो किया. And that became a viral. When we had only Hotmail and Yahoo, we did not have Instagram or Facebook. And I must tell you that it became so viral that I would get emails from across the world on this subject, from across the world, from non-Indian nationalities telling me that, Harpal, we do not understand what you're saying, but the whole damn thing that you're saying is very, music to our ears and makes us feel very good. I said, very good. So that's how the evolution happened. But like I mentioned, what is the take on this? One is the simplest thing in life, is the best thing in life. Okay, the simplest thing in life is the best thing and the most difficult thing to lead. जैसे पैसे जेब में आने लगते हैं, लुई वुइटन समझ में आता है, हवाई चप्पल नहीं समझ में आती है। आईआईटी में जितने लोग पढ़ते हैं, जब पढ़ते हैं हवाई चप्पल और फटी जीन्स पहनते हैं, जैसे ही पैसे कमाते हैं तो वो फिर $500 वाला टी शर्ट और $1200 वाली पैंट और $2000 वाला व्हाटएवर, वो सिंप्लिसिटी रिवर्स नहीं हो सकती है। तो सिंप्लिसिटी में बहुत बढ़िया चीज़ है। अगर मैं ओयो के फाउंडर को देखूं तो मुझे बड़ी सिंप्लिसिटी वाली चीज़ दिखती है। देवेंद्र जी को देखूं तो बड़ी सिंप्लिसिटी वाली चीज़ दिखती है, आज भी मैनेज करते हैं। घर के अंदर सोने के टैप्स होंगे अलग बात है, लेकिन जो दिख रहा है वो सिंप्लिसिटी दिख रही है। तो सिंप्लिसिटी is the most difficult thing, and that is what I acquired from this jingle. To the other management principle I feel is that when you are pushed to do something, don't fear that it cannot happen. Feel that I am thankful to Girish that he pushed me to an extent where I could create something and become a brand out of that jingle. So there were many management things that came out of this, and I'm now looking at how I can build a management book around this namak shamak lesson.
Beautiful. I think बहुत ही बहुत ही simple बात है,
जी,
बहुत ही valuable बात है. Simplicity is the best quality.
Absolutely.
The most difficult one. Sir, आपकी journey from from television अगर हम देखें तो अभी recently Laughter Chef, सबसे पहले तो congratulations on the success.
Thank you.
टीवी में खाना खाते हुए या फिर पूरे दिन के बाद में जाके एक वो थोड़ा सा क्लिप देखते हैं या थोड़ा एपिसोड लगा के देखते हैं, इट्स अ फैमिली टाइम, बहुत ही ज्यादा मजा आता है उसे देखने में। आपको पर्सनली कैसा लग रहा है? मतलब आई एम श्योर कुछ
ऐसा है कि सबसे पहली चीज है कि गिव योर 100%. So when I started Khana Khazana 1993, the first 2-3 episodes I did, and then ZTV called me back again that, you are one of the persons shortlisted to continue this show, along with Sanjeev Kapoor and Mrs. Neeru Pathak from UP. So I told them that I'm not ready to be the #1 person in the TV industry, in the food space. So I will not do it now. So when I was ready in 2000, that is the time I realized that, okay, now if I enter, and thanks to Girish again, I will be #1. So I was there at the #1 slot in the food space, in television, and the same thought happened when we went to do Laughter Chefs. I was amongst 12 people who were masters in comedy and masters in their own space. But we had one thing in common: how do we displace one person on television known for comedy and be the #1 non-fiction show across the category in the country, across the channels in the country. And with that thought, all 14 of us that are there on the floor went ahead and we did our job wholeheartedly, without a script 90% of the time, and we performed in realistic terms. And that is what I told, that जो सही है वो दिखना चाहिए, जो सही है वो दिखा, चाहे वो जला हुआ है, कच्चा है, पक्का है, ठीक है जी, और वो ही बिका। तो आपके माध्यम से जितने भी ब्रांड है, जितने भी सही तरीके से आप मार्केट में जाएंगे, with your heart and soul in it, I think you are going to be #1 in that space, And that's how I feel Laughter Chef did. And I'm so happy that we are at the #1 space, and a chef could be there telling the industry that as a chef, I am part of a show which is the #1 show in the country, garnering the #1 eyeballs across the world now. So thanks to a lot of people around who have created this subject.
First of all, it's so heartening, आपकी journey में, आपके success में, you thank so many people. It's one of the...
So never forget to thank, जिस सीढ़ी से ऊपर जा रहे हैं, बहुत सारे लोग मिलेंगे और वापस भी आना है उसी सीढ़ी से, तो वही लोग मिलेंगे। और मतलब कई बार गलतियां हो जाती है, ऐसा नहीं कहता हूं कि मैं गलतियां नहीं करता हूं, गलतियां हो जाती है, बट क्षमा मांगने में मैं देरी नहीं करता। मतलब मुझे लगता है कि मरने के पहले उससे क्षमा मांग लूं यार, वो बैगेज लेके नहीं जाना मुझे ऊपर।
थैंक यू सर। कारीगरी पे
ये टाइम बढ़ा सकते हैं क्या?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, that will be added. So कारीगरी पे थोड़ा सा I want to spend some more time.
जी
हर रेस्टोरेंट में एक ऐसा कस्टमर जरूर आता है जो खाना वापस भेजता है, जो बोलता है कि शेफ को बुला के लाइए।
जी
आपके साथ वो एक्सपीरियंस हुआ है?
होता है बिल्कुल होता है। मंडे एंड ट्यूसडे आर दीज 2 days व्हेन आई डू फायर फाइटिंग, बिकॉज फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे रेस्टोरेंट्स पैक्ड रहते हैं। तो मंडे एंड ट्यूसडे इज व्हेन आई कीप माय हैंड्स फोल्डेड एंड राइट अक्रॉस to all the messages that I get in social media, do a complete follow up with my team that भाई जाके देखो। कई बार ऐसा होता है कि हमारी गलती नहीं होती, फिर भी हम माफ़ी मांगते हैं। आज के ज़माने में लोग कहते हैं कि यू नो आप गलत नहीं हैं तो आप वाई शुड यू यू नो आस्क पार्डन फॉर योर सेल्फ। सो आई डोंट बिलीव इन दैट। ठीक है यार, वो अपने ही इज़ गिविंग मी सम टाइम, you know, his precious time is what he's given me, and due to whatever reasons he's not felt happy, so I'm responsible for his time, and I should, you know, apologize for whatever treatment he's got, or whether it is good, bad, ugly, and he's not felt right even though we have done everything right. So there is no harm in asking you know, an apology, and mitti pa punjabi ch kehinde yaar chhad yaar।
रेस्टोरेंट बिजनेस की बात करते हैं ना सर, तो
जी।
बोलते हैं नेकेड बिजनेस है, कि कितना भी अच्छा खाना हो, अगर उस 10 मिनट के स्लॉट पे 4 टेबल कम भरी हैं, मैं गुजरते हुए बोल दूंगी अरे इनका रेस्टोरेंट तो खाली पड़ा
जी
है। अगर किसी एक दिन वो एक डिश अच्छी नहीं बनी,
जी।
उनका तो खाना ही अच्छा नहीं।
जी
किसी वेटर का अगर उस दिन अच्छा नहीं जा
जी।
रहा था, इफ ही वाज नॉट मेरे अकॉर्डिंग इन द राइट टोन,
जी।
आई वुड से उनका स्टाफ बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं है।
जी
इतना जो नेकेड, जो ट्रांसपेरेंट बिजनेस है, बाहर से हमें बहुत ग्लैमरस दिखता है, बट
जी।
आई एम श्योर इट, यू नो, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट ऑन द बैक एंड। कैन यू गिव अस अ पिक्चर ऑफ द बैक एंड, व्हाट रियली गोज इनटू?
So I tell you what, you know, in restaurant business, in my hoteliering days, I've been taught 3 things, actually, which is very beautifully taught. That first, you take care of your internal customer. Okay, who's the internal customer? The people who are working behind, right from the dishwasher to the cook, to the cleaner, to the storekeeper, okay, and to the vendors also. They are my internal customers. Take care of your internal customers. They in turn will take care of your external customers and lead to more happy customers. So this is the basic formula of running a restaurant. आप अंदर कितने खुश रखते, like when I joined hands with my existing founders, मेरा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन था कि ये स्टाफ यार कहाँ बैठ के खाना खाएंगे। बोले सर क्या कहाँ बैठ के क्या खाएंगे, वो जहाँ जगह मिलेगी खा लेंगे। मैंने कहा नहीं, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है, जगह चाहिए। मैं समझता हूँ पर स्क्वायर फीट एरिया रियलाइजेशन कॉस्ट है, लेकिन अगर आप नहीं दे सकते, स्टूल मंगाइए, फोल्डेबल टेबल मंगाइए, वो बैठ के खाएंगे कहीं पे। स्टाफ टॉयलेट कहाँ है बताइए। ये मैंडेटरी चीजें हैं। यूनिफॉर्म कहाँ चेंज करेंगे? आर दे वेयरिंग स्मेलिंग यूनिफॉर्म्स? आई एम नॉट अलाउइंग दैट टू हैपन। So I taught lot of things to a restaurant owner who was running already 7 lounge bars. Okay, and I tell you what, this is the common thing with most of the restaurants, not the top end ones probably, but most of the restaurants, I would say 95% plus restaurants, where we don't treat our internal customer right. You don't treat your internal customer right, the external customer will never be happy. This is the basic rule book. आप जिस दिन मैं किचन में रहता हूं, when I travel, if I find a cook not happy, I immediately ask him to move out. कि जा तू घर जा भाई, तेरे को तकलीफ है, you are not in the right mental state of mind, you go home. I will cook for you. And that's the basic formula. Till the time I can do it, I will do it. And that's how I run my restaurants. I get irritated when the customers' toilets are not clean. An overflowing dustbin in a restaurant is a clear message that your restaurant is dirty inside out.
रेस्टोरेंट के बारे में एक और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट
जी।
एस्पेक्ट पिछले कुछ सालों में डेवलप हो गया है, वो है फूड डिलीवरी एप्स। Now that you are into this business, आपका relationship कैसा है उनके साथ?
नहीं अच्छा है मुझे लगता है कि बहुत सारी इसमें स्पेकुलेशंस है बट विद टेक्नोलॉजी can you stop many things? You cannot stop many things. So you learn to grow with them. I understand everybody says that the aggregators kind of take away all the money, but they also create business for you. Even though you might not make too much money on a delivery point, but at least you have got a person hooked on to your food. That's why he's ordering your food. So I think it's a great space to be in. And I'm sure the aggregators now don't make too much money on delivering food. They make more money in, distributing raw materials. So there are no more aggregators. So from a relationship of delivering food, they have in fact partnered with restaurants and helping restaurants in getting the right kind of product. And I'm sure further to this, they will also help restaurants streamline and define recipes in a very good way.
It's very rare we hear a restaurant owner talk so positively about food delivery.
यार नेगेटिव तो सभी बात करते हैं ना क्या करूं मैं मतलब नेगेटिव दुनिया भरी पड़ी है फर्स्ट थिंग यू teach yourself is trim off the negative things because you will not grow if you keep building negative vibes around you. Keep trimming as fast as you can. Keep trimming. Pruning is the best way to get fruits in a tree. Now that I have a farm, the farmer who's an uneducated guy is teaching me, sir, गोवा के पेड़ में अगर आपको नीचे फल चाहिए तो पेड़ को उगने मत दीजिए काटते जाइए वो अपने आप और पत्ते आएंगे साइड से और मैं वो देख रहा हूं लाइव देख रहा हूं कि कोई मुझे समझा रहा है कि सर इस तरह से पेड़ में फल ज्यादा आएंगे
Beautiful. I think one of the personal takeaways for me, beautiful. So talking about negativity, when you started your journey, honestly, being a chef wasn't the first career choice of anyone, especially back then. It was difficult. It must have been very difficult.
Yes.
Thoda sa throw a light on that journey.
So I belong to a small town called Kharagpur, which is known for IIT and railways. Okay, these are the two things that it's known for. So a male member born 30 years back or 40 years back had only two choices to elevate the family status. If he's in IT, if the child goes to IIT, the family suddenly becomes the status family in Kharagpur. The last option is to go to railways. Somehow I used to see my father and I salute him कि यार 45 साल कैसे वो जाके उसी कुर्सी में बैठ के आते थे गाड़ियाँ आती थी जाती थी मतलब hats off to the dedication that and the perseverance these people had the old people had great perseverance कि एक कुर्सी में बैठना 40 साल और वही चीज़ करना ये बहुत बड़ी बात है आज के जेनजी और हमारे जैसे भी मतलब मैं तो अपने आप को जेनजी नहीं कहता हूँ बट जेनजी जितने रेस्टलेस है वो उनको देखता हूँ तो यार कैसे गुजार दिया आपने ये समय ये तो अपने अपने समय की बात है but I did not get this opportunity. My brother said that, okay, Harpal, if you get into this IIT, formula, that first year you did not get selected, you prepare the second year, you prepare the third year. In Kharagpur, generally the male member gives 4 attempts in IIT. So I was the youngest in the family and my brother said, Harpal, I think you choose a career which gives you employment immediately. And there was a friend of ours who was our neighbor and he got employed immediately after he finished his IHM. He used to come suited, booted. And we both brothers felt that he's done something right in life. तो हम तो सीधे इस सोच में चले गए कि हम वेटर बनेंगे शेफ बनेंगे ये तो समझ में नहीं आता था क्योंकि उस समय बावर्ची मसालची था हलवाई ये नाम थे तो शेफ दूर की बात है 5 सितारा होटल में कभी एंट्री नहीं की थी 5 सितारा होटल छोड़िए रेस्टोरेंट में कभी खाना नहीं खाया 18 साल की उम्र तक क्योंकि ईटिंग फूड इन अ रेस्टोरेंट वाज अ सिन इन माय टाउन क्योंकि वहाँ पिताजी के किसी दोस्त ने देख लिया तो आपको छड़ी पड़ जाती थी घर पे कि तेरे घर पे खाना अच्छा नहीं बनता क्या तेरा बेटा रेस्टोरेंट में खा रहा है दैट इज़ हाउ पीपल यूज टू थिंक तो वो सीधे रसोई पे दाग लग जाती थी आपके घर के ठीक है ना तो वो इसलिए मार पड़ती थी कुछ भी बाहर से खाना है तो वो घर पे आएगा पिताजी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे लेकिन हम चले गए वेटर बनने somehow in the 3rd month of the first year course of IHM I realized that there is a divine call and there is a connection that I am getting into. With the word chef, I have started liking food production. And that third month changed everything. From that month, I realized, ab samay aa gaya, let's focus on what I want to do. So that's how I started building my focus. And whatever was required to become a good chef, I started. Then there was no internet. When I was employed, my entire salary would go on two things. 80% would go on buying books. I have a huge library. Okay, and 20% would go on buying shoes. कपड़े फटे पहनते थे हम क्योंकि वो शेफ यूनिफॉर्म मिलता था ना तो वो पहन के घूमते रहते थे.
Beautiful. I think just one last
जी.
question, sir.
तो देखिए
आज-
टाइम सब आ रहा है.
Aj, if you were, if you have to give an advice to the 25-year-old Harpal Singh Sokhi
जी.
to start this career in the age of not Hotmail, in the age of Instagram.
Best. This is the time. This is the time one should be in the food business. This is the time. I tell everybody that this is the time you should be in food business. You don't have to worry about being on television. You don't have to worry about being, acquiring knowledge. Okay? You don't have to worry about anything. Everything is there in the smartphone. Don't watch those girls dancing. Create content that is valuable. Okay? And create your own space. Today's date, become a valuable creator to give back something to whatever you are doing out of passion. Okay, that is the best thing I can tell, that you are at the right time, at the right place. The industry is open, and now, earlier days, there was a time when you could think that, अरे यार इसमें पैसे नहीं बनते, अब इसमें पैसे भी बहुत बनते हैं. आपको कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है नौकरी करने की. आप immediately चाय का ठेला खोल के आप वायरल बन सकते हो. You have to create something that makes you different from people. Like I created Namak Shamak and that became a differential factor and became a brand. In that, the jingle made me a brand. So anybody can do something from a smartphone today, and this is the space to be in the food business. And khana kabhi khatam nahi hoga. You are not going to run out of food. You need food anyhow. Okay, whether it is a fine dining space, it is a small tea stall, or it is a delivery space, you need something. And you need to be smart enough in doing that. And if you think you are savvy in creating content, just don't do anything. Just create quality content, and you make more money out of anything. Great content creators are making somewhere around $500,000 a year. $500,000 a year. Great food content people, this is what they are making. And there is still more people who can get into this space.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
think this is the era of content
Yes.
creation, not just consumption. Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir,
Thank
for
you.
joining us and for being so honest. Absolutely love that about you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.